Well, here we are in Ephesians. We finished chapter 1, chapter 2. And remember chapter 1, Paul told them so many things that they had because they were in Christ. Just like you and me, if we're believers, all the things that are ours to enjoy that Paul described, remember some of them, and wow, the riches that are ours. And Paul starts now this second chapter, and I don't know about you, but I'm really excited to find out what other amazing things he's going to tell us that we are, because we're believers. As for you, you were, it says here, as for you, you were dead in your transgressions and sins. Sorry, can I just check we're in the right book? Is this? Well, it is. And many of you who know Ephesians, you know this is what it's like. You get this incredible contrast. Paul has just exploded in joy, telling them all about the riches that are theirs in Christ. But now chapter 2, to begin with, he takes them back. He takes you and me back before we were Christians. As for you, you were. And this is before we were in Christ. And he tells us, we were dead in our transgressions and sins. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm not always so good at having a true, honest evaluation of myself, especially when it comes to my faults. Now I think, oh, I know them, and there's only me that really knows how bad I am. But do I really? Do I really know how bad I am, how bad I was before I was saved? You know, when you describe someone medically, you can say, like I was on the phone to a friend this morning, his daughter's just gone to uni, and pray for her. He said she's okay, but she's got a really sore throat, and of course she's wondering, has she got COVID? And she hasn't got a high temperature yet, and then it goes on, doesn't it? Medically, people can then get a fever, and people can get worse. You maybe even get something horrible like the flu, or even worse, you might get pneumonia, and then you may even be admitted to hospital. And people are, because, well, people, have terrible things happen to them. They suffer strokes, or they suffer heart problems, or even a heart attack, but there's nothing worse than describing someone medically and spiritually as dead. And this is what Paul's saying. We all were before we were Christians. And what he's doing is he's trying to remind us how bad we actually were and the state we were in, so that we can fully appreciate how much God has done for us. So the next few days, we're really going to see how bad you and I were before Christ saved us.